All charges against Jon Jones just got dropped in New Mexico. Prosecutors looked at the evidence, believed his alibi was solid, and filed to dismiss. Jones thanked the DA, said he was never there, and called it a rush to judgment that stole his retirement moment. Whether you're with him or not, the court scoreboard reads the same: case closed. Some fans aren't buying it. The comments are rough, people bringing up old mistakes, others pointing to the phone data and saying facts, feelings. That's the split. Legal vindication versus public memory. For Jones, the cloud's gone. It doesn't force a comeback, but the runway is clear if he wants appearances, desk work, or even one more walk. We'll circle back to what this could mean later, but first, another fight that isn't happening in a cage. Rampage Jackson versus the MMA Guru just heated up. Guru read a story on stream about Rampage's old 2008 drama. Rampage went live and said Guru left himself open for defamation, hinting at legal action. Guru fired back on X that he expected a call out to fight, not lawsuit talk, and ended with a spicy "what a bleach, that's where it stands," claims and clapbacks. No paperwork on the board yet. All of this sits on top of the ongoing Raja Jackson versus Psycho Stu mess. You've seen the clip. Raja jumps in, big slam, follow-ups. Stu looks out. LAPD is still looking into it. The promotion publicly condemned the attack as way outside any plan. Stu did get out of the hospital and is recovering at home, thankful for the love and donations, but the dental and jaw stuff is a marathon, not a sprint. Until the police decide, everything else is noise. Ariel Helwani weighed in and called the whole thing a storm of stupidity, basically handing red cards to the entire situation. He even said he'd been invited to be around that night and was relieved he wasn't. Imagine that timeline. The point was simple. What Raja did was insane, but the whole environment around it was a mess too. That framing is why this story isn't going anywhere until there's a real update, either charges, a settlement, or something official. Quick palate cleanser before we hit more fallout. Colby Covington just body shot an influencer into puking during a 30K challenge. The kid tried, Colby turned up the heat, and the liver checks did the rest. The gap between pros and streamers isn't a meme, it's a medical fact you feel with every breath. Clip went everywhere for a reason.
Oh fuck, alright, welcome to my world, bro. Now, we're wearing these today.
No, get the Hey, get those gloves off, man. Oh!
What, baby? You can't come to my arena and expect to do good against me. Come on. There's levels to this. There's the top level and then there's Colby's level. Go get a towel, go get a towel. Go get a towel over there.
It's not a good idea to challenge a UFC fighter that's also a champion.
Alexander Volkanovski pulled a brutal prank on a superfan, faked a neck injury mid-roll, had everyone panicking, then broke character and laughed it off. Volk's timing is savage, his sense of humor is undefeated. DWC's Week 4 was chaos and contracts. Jean-Paul Labosnoyani iced a head kick KO that might land on year-end lists. Tommy McMillan dug deep for a gritty win, and multiple deals got handed out. If you love high-risk prospects, that episode cooked.
Crazy how nasty this fight was. His head was spun around the other way. I don't know if I've ever, other than Rose Namajunas getting dropped in her head and maybe a couple other times where somebody looks like they're getting spiked and, you know, on their head and in a scramble in wrestling. I thought somebody's head was gonna fucking pop off like this kid tonight. He didn't tap.
Back to the two big threads and what they actually mean. Jon Jones' path from here. Legally clean means options. He can stay retired and do the legend lap, or he can tease one more. Will people side-eye him? Of course, but the sport has a short memory when a GOAT-level talent shows up, shredded and smiling on fight week. The bigger lever is timing. What division? What matchup? What payday? If he stays out, you'll see him show up on broadcasts or at major events. If he comes back, expect the promo to lean into the cleared by evidence line because that's what wins the narrative. Rampage versus Guru, does it leave the internet? Threatening a suit is easy, filing one is work. Defamation is hard to win when someone is reading and reacting to existing reporting. The real legal heat is still the Raja Psycho Stu case because that's where police are involved and damages are obvious. If Rampage actually files, we'll have paperwork to break down. Until then, it's content. The smart move for everyone is to cool it and let the LAPD finish. But the internet doesn't do cool it, so don't be shocked if the volume spikes again. Let's zoom a level deeper on the public versus legal thing, because Jones and Rampage Guru are both living in that split. Courtrooms care about proof, timelines care about vibes. Jones had receipts, so the DA bounced the case. Rampage, on the other hand, is mad about interpretation, how a streamer framed old reporting and current drama. Those are two different battlegrounds. If you're Jones, evidence ends the round. If you're Rampage, you either bring a suit or move on. There's no scorecard for I hate that clip. Meanwhile, Psycho Stu's situation is the only one here with true immediate stakes, health, surgery, and whether he even wants to get back in a ring. Fans love to type speedy recovery. Reality is slower. Dental rebuilds and jaw work take time, and the mental part, trusting your body again, trusting the room again, takes longer. If he comes back, it'll be because he wants it, not because our feeds moved on. For now, support and patience are the right answers. Back to the MMA Guru side for a second. His whole brand is saying the quiet part out loud. That's why his audience shows up. But the cost of being that blunt is simple. People fire back, fighters, managers, promotions. It's a dance. If he's reading public docs or old reports, that's one lane. If he states something as fact that isn't, that's another. He knows that. Rampage knows that. If this turns into a courtroom thing, we'll all learn a lot more about what was said, when, and how it's argued. For now, it's a stare down with microphones. Alright, reset the board. Jones charges dropped, alibi accepted, future wide open if he wants it. Rampage/Guru, lawsuit threats versus streamer defiance, nothing filed public yet. Raja/Echo Stu, police still working, Stu home and healing, promotion condemned the attack. Helwani blasted the whole circus, and was glad he wasn't in the splash zone that night. Covington influencer body shots through, clip everywhere. Volk feign prank, great content, no necks were harmed. DWCs, violence contracts, a head kick, everyone replayed 10 times. My read, Jones will test the waters, a few public appearances, maybe an interview that just happens to end with one intriguing name. If the reaction's hot, he nudges the door. If it's cold, he stays retired and enjoys being the guy media keeps asking, what would you do with the leverage is his, now that the case is off his back. Rampage/Guru probably stays online unless someone actually files. If Rampage does go legal, it'll be because he wants a line drawn about what can be said and how. If Guru softens, it'll be because lawyers told him to, not because the chat said please. The wild card is new evidence in the Raja/Psycho Stu case. That's the only thing that can flip this entire conversation in one headline. Before we close, one more quick set of shoutouts from the week. Gene Paul's head kick deserves its flowers. Tommy McMillan's grit deserves its bag. Volk's prank deserves a warning label. And whoever edits Colby's YouTube, take the rest of the week off. You earned it. That's the full rundown. Hit the like button, subscribe for more Fast Fight fan breakdowns, and drop your take in the comments. Did the Jones news land right for you, and should Rampage keep this with the lawyers or leave it on stream? I'm reading everything. See you in the next one.